All right, what's up, guys? So, couple people are saying it's delayed. I hope. Can you guys hear us clearly? Was the video delayed or are we delayed? Hopefully, I can hear you. So, all right, so we're good. All right, so check it. We're gonna pop this up on the screen really quick here. All right, guys. We are hanging out here, Southern California. I'm Ronnie Faisst. This is Taka-san.
Hi.
Taka FMX. Taka, say your last name.
Taka Higashino.
Higashino.
Even he can.
It's
still
hard.
say that.
It's hard. I didn't want to mess it up. That's why I was going to let you do it.
Yeah.
But we're kicking it here. Me and Taka have been friends for how many years? 12? 12 years.
Yeah.
12,
I know
I think.
him long time, but
Yeah.
yeah. Finally, I met 2007.
Yeah, so 2007
Yeah.
when he first came here. So, all right, so if you guys don't know, a lot of people know who Taka is, a top freestyle rider for over a decade now. 5-time X Games medalist, 3-time gold medalist, and he's still killing it. He's still one of the top dudes competing right now, traveling around the world doing freestyle. And like I said, we met 13 years ago or so. He came from Japan, didn't really speak English at all.
Still now.
I can understand him. We lived together. How many
Yeah.
years did we live together?
3 or 4, almost
Three
4
or
years.
three or four
Yeah.
years. So yeah, 3 or 4 years. So I learned how to translate
I know.
his English, but he taught himself, and I think that's pretty cool. So we'll have you tell a little bit of your background story because I think it's really cool. I think it's hard, to leave your country not knowing the language and to have just a dream and to come over here in America and just show up where you knew freestyle riders lived and like introduce yourself.
I know.
So tell us how it went down.
Okay, before you do, just your voices are like separate. Like you are talking and then your voice talks like 5 seconds later. So just acknowledge that there's a delay. Sorry.
All right. Sorry for the delay. It's Taka's internet.
Yeah, sorry. I think Frontier?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
So yeah, I first time come here 2006. I just come and watch for X Game. So I see everyone, in X Game. I think Mado hit 120 and Matt level crash, and I think you did it 360.
Yeah, 2006.
Another side. Yeah.
I tried a 360 and landed backwards.
Yeah, 240. I don't know.
Yeah. 180. I did a 180 that year.
Yeah,
And that's when we met, right?
No. That time I say
In the parking lot.
how's it
I
going?
remember this dude
Really?
walked by. Yeah, you.
I wanna say like a good job,
I-
but I don't know how to say it.
I was busted.
Yeah,
I
you was
separated
like,
my shoulder, fractured my wrist, and I was walking out with my dad, and he came by me.
Yeah,
And
I
he's
said
like,
hello.
hey, like big heart. I
Yeah,
remember he
yeah,
said,
yeah, big
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you have a big heart. You
Yeah.
try a hard trick and crash.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was our first kind of.
first time.
And then you came back the next year.
Yes, 2007.
Yeah, 2007.
Yeah, so everything. So I have a saving money, like a little bit, like a 20,000. Then my sponsors keep they go away. I don't know, Gochan.
Yeah. Go.
Yeah, then I have to pay like not lots of stuff for motorcycle shop owned it. Like he's supposed to pay, but he's go away. So I have to pay. So I spend everything. Then I don't have nothing money. Yeah, I find like a new sponsor. I know him like last 10 years. So I met him like since 10 years. I don't see him, but I don't know, naturally I see him. Then I started talking. He said like, what kind of dream you have? Then I said, I want to ride X Game. I want to go US. Why you are here? Then I said, because I don't speak English. I don't have money. Then
Yeah.
if I give you like 3 months, like you gonna go tomorrow? He asked me like that, and I said, if you say yes, like I take it. Then he give me like 3 months still, like $2,000 a month. So give me a cash. Then he said you have to stop everything connection in Japan, like a car, everything. Then you should go now. If you have a 2-way,
Yeah.
If you don't go now, you're gonna
Never go.
never go. So
Yeah.
you go now. I didn't know like since 1 week ago. I was dreaming about X Game.
Yeah.
But I don't realize, I'm supposed to go now.
Crow.
I know. So I tried to everything sold. I telling Eigo Sato I wanna cancel all Japan show.
Yep.
And he was cheering me like, good luck. You should
Yeah.
go.
So Eigo Santo is another huge, the two best guys in Japan were
Like,
Taka and Eigo
Mike
Santo.
Metzger,
Yeah,
pioneer.
he was a pioneer, a little bit older than Taka,
Yeah.
and he had passed away in
Yeah.
a bad crash.
17.
But just legend in the freestyle world. worldwide, not just in Japan. Like everybody worldwide knows who Ega-san is, but he was just an inspiration for you because he was a little bit
he's
older.
Like,
yeah,
he's thinking like I don't know, everything was crazy.
Yeah.
For me, like a teacher.
Yeah, he's super cool. Everybody love Ego-san.
Personality and riding. So I went here. I come in here. So I didn't know any freestyle park, because everybody have a own place. Like a Deegan have a own backyard. So I started searching, driving. I don't have much money, So I have a kind of shitty
he had this beat up pickup truck.
$800.
Yeah, he bought this pickup truck. I remember he'd roll over and it would barely run. And he would smoke cigarettes back then. So when we first met him, I don't know if everybody been to Japan, but a lot of people smoke in Japan. This dude would roll over smoking cigarettes. And you first went to Jimmy Fitz's house, and you met Fitz, and then Fitz introduced him to us, and he would. We were blown away the first time we seen him ride because he was already good.
That day I remember I started hanging out with Jimmy Fitz. Yeah. Then Fitz told me, hey, tonight come in Twitch and Feist. Oh wait, Twitch and Feist? For me too big. Then I don't know, Feist was nice or no, because I met Twitch 2005 in Japan competition. So he was nice. I know, but Feist looks like a scary, but looks funny on movie, but I don't know, real person is big or nice. Nice person. So as soon as he pulled up car, he said, "Arigato."
Yeah, arigato.
Speak Japanese, and he tried to talk to me so nice. Then I was
we
like a dream.
Everyone loved Taka right off the bat because he was always smiling and just super polite, always like this. Thank you, bowing at everybody, but. So we met, and then he said, "Hey, me," because I had a track at my house too. So he's like, "Hey, me ride." And he was asking if he could come ride my house, and we seen him ride at Fitz's house, and we were all like, "Dude, that dude rips!" We're like, that guy was throwing down some pretty sick tricks. Yeah. So I'm like, "Yeah, come over to my house whenever." We ride in the mornings all the time, and he would show up every day in his little ratty pickup truck, smoking a cigarette, his hat on like this.
Yeah, SRH.
He has his hat on all sideways. Sagging his pants, just a super funny guy. And then we just practiced together, became super good friends. And then you ended up moving in with Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch.
You lived with Twitch for a couple years.
3 years, yeah.
3 years with Twitch.
Then after Ronnie, 3 years.
Yeah, and then that's how he learned all his bad English was from living with Twitch. He had all the bad words down. And then he moved in with me for about 3 years.
Yep.
And got married, saved his money, and then this is his house where we're at now. Bought this house, and
so
I lived his dream though. That's what the cool thing is. His dream was to get into X Games, and the crazy thing is, he came over here, not knowing nobody, not speaking English, taught himself.
4 Ojobak, that's it.
Yeah,
that's all I have.
Yeah, piece of junk car.
4
no
Ojobak.
money, and he used to drive back and forth to San Diego before he moved in with Twitch.
No credit card, just
nothing.
cash. So if I lose, nothing,
And just dream and super dedicated. I obviously know how dedicated he is because I lived with him and seen how he trained. And I don't know someone who trained. I think I shared some of this in some of the lives before, but he would go through every single trick multiple times throughout the session. And then when he was done the session, he would study the video. Then he'd get done studying the video, and Twitch used to make fun of you. He's like, "Hey, does he still get on his stand and do his tricks?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He would get on his stand and go through all his tricks mentally. He wasn't even doing them. He wasn't riding. He already rode in the morning, but he would go through every single trick, just visualizing himself doing it. And no one else was doing that. We knew everybody. He was the only one doing it. And then he dominated it for. Did you win 3 years straight?
Yeah, 3 times in a row.
Yeah, so for 3 years he whooped everybody. And I'm giving it credit for the extra because they've done studies. When you visual training is just as good as training itself, and they've done studies with people shooting 3 throws for basketball. A team did real ones, and another team just visualized it, and then they had them come together and shoot a real contest, and they scored about the same. So it's just as good. But he was getting that hour to an hour and a half in the morning, studying the video, and then putting in more time on the stand. And I really give that credit to. Dominating those 3 years, just really focused. They should have never messed up. You never really made mistakes. He was like a machine. Nah.
You think?
One of the best dudes, for sure, dude. There were certain dudes who didn't make mistakes, and
or mental, if you worry 20%, you're not gonna have, you have to focus 100%. I got it. I got this. this trick, have to jump for this point.
Yeah.
So I know now.
And learn some of the hardest tricks in freestyle too. You were the first one to really master doing big rock solid flips too, huh?
Yeah,
like getting
yeah.
them big. Like a couple people might.
Like before I could get gold medal, you know?
Yeah.
Just 2012. So 2012 I did a foam pit, just super kicker. So I have a nitro circus deal, like a 4 week in Australia, right before X game. I shouldn't take that, you know? I wanna practice that time, but I already do contracts. I have to go nitro circus, but only Monday to Friday I couldn't ride. Only Saturday, Sunday practice. So I tried to that 2 days practice like a rock solid, like hard as I can. Then finally made it X game without injury.
Yeah.
Then that time I'm thinking freestyle is fast. Second is best trick, you know. Day 2 is best trick. So maybe I keep best trick for rock solid. Now I'm doing freestyle because if I show fast day 1, maybe day 2 is kind of point is a little bit low, you know. So I'm thinking, Twitch, what should I do? He said, just do it, everything. Do it.
Go for it. Go for it. Huh? Just go. It's X Games. Just go for it.
Do it. Like don't thinking, just do freestyle.
Yeah.
Like do it. Like no way. Like I wanna get medal. Like I maybe keep best trick nowadays. He said, no, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
I
you
did
won.
it.
Huh?
Yeah. So fun.
But it was really cool. I remember the first year he won. Like, I was so pumped for him because I seen the hard work and the dedication, and I just like the story. Like I said when we kind of first got started here, that's not everybody's able to leave their country and not understand a language with just one dream in mind to get the X Games. And not only did he just get the X Games, he won it 3 years in a row, and I think that's just. Dude, that's really hard to do, and he beat some of the best of the best. No, the best. X Games is the best in the world, and he stomped on him for 3 years straight. So I just think that's cool to see you finally win it.
So
and,
I wanna say first one, thank you for those guys, Japanese guy. He's Mr. Nakano. He pushed me. If you have a dream, what you have to do.
Yeah.
He always cut you. You have a goal here. So what you need to do. So everything clean, everything clear. Then you have to try 100%. Then if you did it 80% try, nobody gonna help you. But if you try 100%, somebody help you. Then I'm thinking, no way, nobody gonna help me. Then I see Twitch.
Everybody wanted to help because we liked them. We wanted to help them.
That looks like shit guy. Beat up.
Everyone loved Taka right when he got here. So it was like everybody wanted, Twitch, like come live with me, and then soon as like come live with me,
Twitch, Susan, then help me all sponsor, then all competition due to her. So X game, my dream was X game, but due to our first round 1, me and Twitch, I finished 10. Then 11. I finished 11. Twitch finished 12. Then both didn't make the final. So round 2. So I did a third jump backflip.
Yep.
Me, Nate, Twitch. Only 3 guys did a backflip. So I get second. Nate, me, Twitch. So I beat up 2 times Twitch.
Yeah.
Then this score, bring me X game. X game invite me after due to a second place. So.
That was sweet. How did it feel to get invited to X Games?
Dude, so nervous. Like happy same time, like dang, oh my god. Then I remember
Can't
last
sleep
year,
the night before.
120 rounds, I remember 2006. I hope not 120. I hope not. Then I show up, bam.
120, third gear. Everyone back then was on. I mean, he still rides 2 strokes. He's like one of the last dudes to stay on 2 strokes.
I'm dinosaur.
But back and then, everybody was on 2 strokes. He had this big 120-foot ramp. And you had to flip it too.
Yeah, then we can't practice foam pit because too big.
So you
have to do it.
Show up and go for it. Third gear on it.
I never flipped third gear.
Sketchy.
So
nervous song.
I count 5 jumps. So first one scary to hit. So I listen people's Mike Mason or you or somebody. I listen. Then I hit. So first one clear. Alright. Then second jump, thinking. Third jump, thinking. Fourth jump, thinking. Alright, 5.
You gotta go home. But once you do it, then then not so bad. It just takes longer to rotate.
Yeah,
but
like a 10
pretty
years
similar.
ago. Just so funny. Somebody flipped that jump. Everybody have to flip. Have to be.
Yeah, so that's how it was in freestyle. When you showed up, and back in the day, the courses weren't just. Nowadays, it's 1, 2, 3 ramps.
Yeah,
it's pretty simple.
It used to be so
but
hard.
back in the day, like super big freestyle courses, dirt jumps, and sometimes you to get there, there'd be so many jumps. You go out for practice, you have a 5-minute practice. You wouldn't even get to jump everything and flip everything and trick everything. So then you'd write in your rundown for qualifying, and you're like, man, I haven't even flipped that one yet.
I know,
And
that's what they do.
Yeah, you're like, shoot, do you think I can flip that one and do this? It would be like gnarly,
I know,
huh?
all the
Like
time,
super
like
nervous
nervous.
all the time.
Oh my god.
Trying to figure out like, I wonder if I can do a kiss of death over that one. Maybe flip the 120 in my run.
Yeah.
Like so
I'm
a lot
coming
of stress.
here, I'm coming
Freestyle
here.
little,
Have to try my
Yeah.
best. Yeah,
good
me,
time,
Ask, you, Porter, everybody.
But
Yeah,
but Taka-san always 100%. That's one thing. Like you said, like he was saying, like one of his sponsors in Japan told him, say, look, you go give 100%. You go after your dream. People will help you, and he did. And we saw that in him. We saw his talent, we saw his personality, and just his heart, and we loved him. And we wanted to help him, But he gave 100%, and he still does. He's given 100% for how many years now?
Now like a
How many-
50%.
Yeah.
I'm old.
Yeah, right. But still, 13 years of freestyle.
Yeah.
And I know, like, you might say, I'm not giving 100%, but I see you at X Games. You take it dead serious still to the day. You do everything that you can do always.
Yeah.
Like Taka goes, he doesn't go out there and just go, I'm just going to cruise it. Always 100%. Always dedicated. Like we were just I'm staying with Twitch. We were laughing at him because he's gonna go ride freestyle in the morning, and there's no events. No one's riding but him. But he's like, yo, I'm going out there and I'm going through my tricks because
by myself.
that's just him. He's dedicated. He's always been like that. But that's why he's one of the best in the world. So, pretty cool story. Yeah, man. So let's if you guys have some questions about freestyle, about his life, his dreams, whatever. Oh, we got. Let's see. Huh? All right, I'm gonna start scrolling through just to make sure. Okay, let me pull my names off here real quick, just so I can get your guys' questions up. What's up with this thing? But yeah, so we'll start sending in questions, and you can ask anything. Talk about free life. Make it like a freestyle night. Talk about bike setup for freestyle. How he trained. Favorite trick, whatever. Things that are related to Taka coming over here. What that was like. So hold on. We got a Lucas. We got a super chat from Lucas. He said, "Okay, all right. First off, thanks for the super chat." And it says, "What's up, Ronnie? Can you give my YouTube a shout out?" Well, shout out to Lucas' YouTube channel. Go check it out. I'm sure it's just under his name, but yeah, check him out. A little shout out for him. Allred, Lucas Allred. Allred, sorry.
Where are you from? No English.
But thanks for the super chat. So we got Roy in here. Seeing some of the boys. Just looking for some questions. So there's lots of comments. All right, so we got V-Dubs in here. Whoa, V-Dub going big tonight, dude. Big super chat from V-Dub. It says, happy
Big
late
time.
birthday, brother. Good to see you hanging with the boys. And he says, what's up, Taka? So
Yeah, mate.
So big shout out to V-Dub. V-Dub's just one of the boys, dude. He's on all our live chats.
Nice.
Yeah, he comes on every week here. He comes on me and Mel's ministry page as well.
Nice to meet you,
Deegan,
mate.
yeah, he's on Deegan stuff. He's down. He's always on YouTube. So
Nice.
big shout out to V-Dub.
B-Dub.
He's the man. All right, so let's just keep scrolling down. DK. All right, I'm looking. Here we go, right here. Boom. All right, Taka-san, let's get DK up here. All right, he says, Taka, how was it getting woken up by Twitch all the time? Do you remember Twitch?
Yeah.
He's waking up the water.
So day
We were
one,
just laughing about
day
this.
one, he smashed my face, Then day two, he, what is that? How do you say?
Pour water on you.
pour water on me. Then day three, I lock, so he tried to, I hear noise and die. So every morning, he tried to do something sneaky.
Sneaky,
Yeah,
huh?
something funny, like always.
Always. He's still the same.
Yeah, he
still
do
do.
something always. Like it's so funny. What what he do? He do some funny stuff all
Always
the time.
pick on you nonstop, huh?
Yeah, all the time, like
Huh.
a joke.
He is so
always.
funny. That's funny because me and Twitch were just laughing about. We were talking about you the other night. It was probably last night, huh?
Yeah,
When we were
last
hanging out
night.
by the fire, huh, Mel? We were talking about you, and we were like, yo. He's like, I used to wake him up with the water
Yeah,
every morning.
yeah.
Throw the water on you.
I know. What he do is so funny though. His idea is good, you know, like a kid.
No.
Kids.
Twitch super
Yeah,
funny.
so good.
Huh. All right, let's see.
Well, Peterson's the next question, but you might answer that.
Which one is it?
We'll find Peterson.
All right, we're looking. I don't see it. Oh, right here. Blake.
But you might answer this. So.
Well, no, not really. He says, "What got you into FMX?" So we got Blake here. So so what was it? What made
So-
you want to ride freestyle? Because
Pretty
you were a
fun.
racer, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you have racing background?
Yeah, I
Like,
used
he
to
rips
like
the track.
Almost professional, right before professional.
Yeah, like
you know,
Taka's got track
international
skills.
B. So I was practicing for all Japan outdoor motocross for next season. You know, so I was training like
Mhm.
next 3 months start competition, start racing round 1. So that time I tried to training, then try to. I don't say it to my dad. Then I try to secret training. Then I coming back home like a midnight every day. Then he said, "Why you so late?" You know, every time he asked me, he think I'm going just play, you know, hang out with buddy. So I try to keep secret, and I wanna make surprise him, you know. So
Yeah.
I try to training so hard, and I coming back again midnight every week. Then he started mad, and he punched me first
What?
time, first
No
ever.
way.
Yeah, because I take serious for racing, you know,
Uh-huh.
like I gonna spend all my money. Then why you still hang out every day?
Yeah.
You know, couple weeks doing like a midnight coming home. Then I didn't know that. I was like, what the fuck? Then I just go.
Mhm.
Then I don't talk to him like a 6 months, like a almost year. So I don't ride the dirt bike like 6-7 months.
Mhm.
So finally, me and my dad doing good after. Then that time, like my practice place have a freestyle ramp. Somebody, you know, like
Someone put it there?
Yeah, like a new freestyle rider in Osaka. He's a new setup, but he still not made it landing. But I
Yeah,
just looked
just
it.
a ramp.
Yeah, just ramp. Then landing was half size, like
Huh.
so small. Then I didn't know how jump too. Then that time I was just watching. Then this is like a D-gun or Faisst jumping. You know,
Mhm.
looks so crazy. I don't wanna hit that.
Yeah.
Then I look behind everybody, like 20 people coming watch. Like it looks like I'm going to hit.
Yeah. So they thought you were gonna
Yeah,
set it up
yeah.
and
So
jump.
I just watching, you know.
You're like, I'm just checking.
All right. Then I tried to 125. Third year,
No way.
then overshoot
No
so
way.
bad.
Huh.
Then lucky I don't break nothing.
That's like the most common thing.
Yeah.
When people jump a ramp for the first time, a lot of times they go long. They're intimidated. They look in the rim. They think they gotta hit it
Yeah.
way faster than they
Yeah,
need
like
to.
I used to be racing.
Yeah,
you
a
know,
lot of
like
guys
racing
overjump.
is different. Like motocross jump is have to carry your
Yeah.
speed, but freestyle just
Smoke.
boom,
Rah.
it's
Yeah.
good. But I didn't know, you know, third year,
Yeah. Way past the landing gear and you're still going. It's the worst.
Then second jump I adjust. Then I started doing trick. Then soon as doing heel clicker or chan, then I tell him to my dad, hey, can I cut fender? And my dad say, yeah, go ahead. You know, like dirt bike is not gonna make money. You just do hobby, you know.
Yeah.
So you just go for it. Then all right, then I started up freestyle because I can see progress every time. You know, I watching my shade before that, so see the grab, how high I go.
Yeah.
You know, then I see-
Watch your shadow.
Yeah, watch your
I used to
shadow.
do the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool because I never knew that detail about your story. It's almost like it was meant to be. A freestyle ramp just basically showed up randomly where he practiced, and he decided, oh, maybe I want to kind of maybe hit it, and turns around, there's a bunch of people.
Like, wow, crazy, this is
So I didn't even know that. That's the
big
first time I heard
guy,
this part. So that's kind of cool because it was almost like meant to be.
Yeah, like
and,
scary though.
and then he jumps it, over jumps, and
Yeah.
then you get it,
Second
and then you
one,
start, and then he starts working on tricks.
Then start, I love it because like
Yeah,
a
it's so
skateboard,
fun.
you know, like a one trick, then I
Yeah.
can see my progress.
Yeah.
Like racing, hard to see I'm progress. I'm going better or not because I have to do racing.
And then depending where you finish on the weekend,
Yeah.
affects how you feel about yourself.
Yeah.
You do
So-
good one weekend, feel good. Do bad the next weekend, you're like, ah.
So freestyle is so simple. If you do that, this trick,
Then
you know,
pumped,
like,
yeah.
this one,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one.
yeah.
One day like a 4 trick, then yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah. Then Ego called me after. Ego called me my mobile phone. like I hear you riding because I know Eigo from magazine, internet.
Where
I'm
was
like
Eigo?
amateur.
So he's from Osaka. Where was Eigo from?
Eigo was up like north,
North
like,
Japan.
more than Tokyo.
More than Tokyo.
Our north from Tokyo.
So these guys are separate, but Eigo was already a freestyle guy, huh?
Yeah, already freestyle. Then I know him from magazine, professional.
Yeah.
Then I was just amateur. Then he just called me. Then hey, you wanna ride together? Then
Yeah.
no way. Then,
That's pretty sweet.
Then he called me like, what trick you run this week? Then I did this Can seat grab indie. Then wow.
Learn quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taka basically can do every trick in freestyle pretty much, and all the tricks he can do upright, he can do upside down.
I used to watch Nate Adams.
Nate was like that too.
tricks.
Nate was another dude like a machine. Like these two dudes were like never make mistakes and could do all the tricks perfect every time. Like every day practice, go through every single trick. They wouldn't just hit a few. They do every trick they knew every single day. You still do that.
I try. Sometimes I feel like feel bad.
But
oh
still,
my God.
Still loves it.
Just one time.
What are you doing? Pulling up some. All right, we got Mel over here in the sideline. She's pulling. There she is. She's pulling up some questions for us. Okay. She's getting involved. All right, he says, hey Ronnie, does Taka?
Trent.
What's that?
Trent.
Oh, Trent. All right, so this is Trent. He says, hey Ronnie, does Taka come to church? Would you ever? Or did Taka? Yes. So when we lived together, I invited you to church.
Church.
Yeah.
Church.
I think I put sunglasses.
But yeah, he came to church with me. I bought him a Japanese Bible. But you said it was hard to read. Yeah. He said it was like, it's probably kind of like a kid, because I don't know. I don't understand Japanese, so I just.
Like have a mean more, Like
it was an old language, he said.
Yeah.
So
like
probably more like a King James version, I'm assuming, a little bit more difficult.
Simple, like just.
Yeah.
I understand, but I have to. Yes.
Yeah, so he definitely, I think anyone who's ever probably hung out with me long enough has definitely got invited to church at some point, and he lived with me, so for sure he got invited. And even Wanky-san, you guys all know Wanky, he lived with us too for I don't know, how long did he live with me? 6, 7 months? Yeah, he would come and go, but Wanky came to church with us all the time.
Hi, Papa, what do you do today?
Church. So, but yeah, Taka-san's been there.
Yep.
Yes, sir. All right, so E-Money. We got E-Money. It says, you planning a free ride to Akatia Wells anytime. So you plan on going to Akatia Wells anytime. There's a plane going by, but Taka, you sometimes go free ride. Mostly just ramps, huh?
I like to go, but I just feel bad for people there,
Work hard.
I have to shave. I have to help. If I do every day, I'm gonna ride every day. But only I'm going only good timing, So I don't wanna just
show up.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you're talking about
like a Benny Carbon.
Yeah. So so there's a whole group of guys who live out in Beaumont, and they spend all day, all winter, they build jumps out in the hills. And then so what he's saying is they're cool, but he's saying he feels bad because he shows up after it rains and it's all perfect and jumps the jumps that they build. So I get it.
I like to go every time, but just.
But what about Akatia Wells? You sometimes, huh?
Akatia,
it's always
10 years ago. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like Taka-san. Sometimes free ride, but mostly ramps. Taka loves the ramps, and then he'll moto with us all the time. I feel like every time, like you're supposed to come out today, and then his wife wasn't feeling good, so he skipped out on this morning session. But normally when we go out anytime we go to Paula, Taka's always there, and he motos with us. He loves riding. He rips the track. Taka's got skills. All right, so he says, did you ever live? This is Zach Smith. Did you ever live at the Metal Militia compound? So did you? No, huh?
Which one?
Well, originally the compound was at Nate's house. That was Deegan's original compound, and then Deegan moved it. But nah, never lived at Deegan's house or any of the militia. But he was on the militia. Taka was on the militia for years.
Yeah, 22 years old, my birthday. Deegan said,
You
will be married?
Yeah.
No way.
No, Taka's militia.
My dream,
Yeah.
Militia, like Ronnie and Faisst.
That's when we had like the big team. Like everybody was like, all the boys were on it. That was probably the coolest, biggest, best team best team in freestyle. It was Deegan, Twitch, you, Lus, Potter, me, Ox. It's like the team was all super
Me-
good buddies. Everyone rode
Me,
together every day.
Rask and Porter always like a battling, like a same age.
And trying to beat each
so
other.
if Rask do backflip on this jump, alright.
But that's what I think made us good, because Deegan was always like always one step ahead of everybody. He always tried it first. And then me and Twitch would see Deegan do it and I'm like, oh, we gotta do it.
Really?
And then
Me, you guys already,
But I think the way you felt towards like trying to battle with us, the Potter, is kind of like me and Twitch, but Deegan was always doing things first. Like Deegan flipped first, Deegan learned seat grab first, Deegan learned double grab first. He always did 360 first. He always did everything first, and then we're like, oh shoot, we gotta learn this.
I know.
And then if Twitch did something, same thing, like, oh, I gotta go learn this. And then same thing. So he's saying he had that like
rival,
in a good to where you seen your buddy doing something that you knew, if he can do it, I can do it. And that's what I think made our group of friends progress so well. It's because we were all good buddies, but we all understood that we all had talent, and we're like, yeah, if he can do it, then I can do it. So then it was like, all right,
so happy,
I'm going for it today. So it was fun. I think going through all those phases of like learning flips together and learning flip variations together. Like anytime you Twitch, remember how fast he was learning flip variations?
So good. Like
Yeah.
his regular trick is
But once Twitch started flipping, he would do every trick upside down.
Yeah,
like
so
we're like,
smooth.
we're like, dude.
This one's
It
like
was
a
pretty cool
follow-up
because
question.
it motivated all of us to learn
Yeah.
flip tricks, because Twitch was learning them faster than most of us.
Yeah.
So this is a follow-up question by Zach still.
All right, so Zach, another question. He says, did you want to ride for the militia, and did you know the militia while in Japan?
Yep.
So you knew about us
Yeah, I
while
know.
you were in Japan?
I always buy DVD, like a Ronnie
DVD.
Faisst and Malaysia, Twitch and Scami, like that's my hero. Since 2004, when we started riding freestyle with Ego and stuff, every night after practice watching you guys movie.
Really?
Every night. Then we thinking, this guy have this style, Faisst to do this one, maybe put hook peg for knock. Like that stuff always talking every night, so I know, so that's why I was
Big Feist is on here.
No way. Big
Look what he
Feist.
said.
He said, open your eyes, ninja.
I did it.
But yeah, he's talking about the little, I think I might have mentioned this on one of the things. So one of the secrets of doing knacks is sometimes you can lock, especially on flip tricks, but even on a regular knack, you can slide your foot under the shifter. Like go into first, click it in the second, and leave your foot under the shifter. Then when you throw a big knack, you have a less chance of your inside foot slipping off. So
I didn't know that I crashed in Japan, 2005, knockout. 75 backflip, then
your foot slips off. It happens to a lot of people. He was just with Robbie Madison a couple days ago, and he did the same thing. He did a regular knack, his foot slipped off, and he ended up going down. So, but it was very common on flip tricks when we first started doing like cans, candy bar, saran wraps. Anytime you started doing leg tricks, we would lock in one foot under the shifter just to keep us from drifting off the
But
bike.
scary thing, you have to
Hold up while you're
then
flipping.
backflip.
Yeah, so if
So
you're
if
nervous,
you hit the neutral here,
Yes,
you
catch it. You're like,
you have to hold all the time.
Yeah. And then on the no-handed flips, you'd flip and
Then-
you'd take both your feet and
Yeah.
shuffle them back and then lock them under the foot pegs, then take your hands off.
Yeah.
And when you take your hands off, you'd look forward at your bars, so if your bars would ever move, you could catch them before.
Yeah.
So they're just little.
Yeah, pretty funny. If bar turns right, we have
Yeah.
to
So you
this
do a
way.
regular flip, shift your if you want to learn a no-handed flip, you would do a regular back flip. So flip. First thing it does is your feet move off the pegs, lock them under the pegs. Once your feet are locked under the pegs, you look forward at your bars. Once you see your bars, you release your hands, get back to the bars, move your feet back to the pegs. So there's all those little things that the pros kind of figured out as we were learning things, like how are we going to do this trick without falling off the bike? And they're like, maybe lock underneath it. And we tried all that stuff. So it was fun. It was cool to learn all those little details. All right, so we got Roy. So what up, Roy? Nelson is my buddy from out here in Cali. He says, what was the most scariest trick? All right, I think I might know this answer for this. What is the most scariest trick you had to do? I think I know, but go ahead.
For which one?
What's your most scariest
Most
freestyle
scary.
that made you the most nervous?
Everything.
Everything.
Rock solid or Cali roll?
Cali roll?
Or
that
rock
was-
solid.
What about double flip? You did
A double flip,
He
yeah,
did,
yeah,
Taka did double flips, dude. Don't let him.
I
He
just
did double
wanted
flips.
to before retire then, so I can tell forever I did it.
Yeah, so I was thinking that. I was thinking 540 or double flip, but I was thinking maybe double flip because double flips, that's a stepping up a whole nother
Yeah,
level. when you do a
because
double flip.
I feel, like a serious happen if you crash. Serious.
No, it's big time crash.
Yeah,
'Cause you're going
something.
so high, rotating so fast. It's a super dangerous trick.
Yeah,
So-
like if I mistake, I feel like no more, no more
Yeah.
riding. So if you wanna take that risk, then alright.
Yeah.
Then just do one time then.
But I'm just gonna give him a couple of the big, like some of his biggest tricks. So when he said Cali roll, some people might not know what that is. So basically, Taka did a body varial. So jump like this, and he would. You started with your hand back.
Seat grab, take off.
Yeah, so he'd hold like this with his, and then he'd do a complete body varial off his bike and get back on the bike. Then he did 540s, kind of like a
540.
flare on a dirt
540
bike.
is hardest trick.
Super gnarly, huh?
So
Because you're coming
hard.
sideways all the
Yeah.
time, and then it wants to
Like
high
a-
side you.
Worse than double flip.
Yeah.
Double flip simple, just so
Scary,
scary.
yeah. Double
But
flip scary, but
540 less
like 360.
dangerous, but so hard.
hard
You
to be
have
consistent.
This
Yeah,
way,
yeah. 360 is hard consistent. And then obviously big super flips, big rock solid flips.
Yeah, I forgot double flip.
Big
Yeah.
shallow end flips. Oh, dude, Cordova flips. He's had all the big tricks, but those the Californian roll 540 double flip are some of the hardest tricks in freestyle. And Taka's mastered them. I'd watch him do them over and over. And sometimes he would do them so many times in the backyard, I'd start to get nervous. I'd be like, "You did enough for today. Stop." Like you
I
already,
remember.
yeah.
Like
Hey, stop,
before
dude.
XM,
Yeah,
2012,
stop doing
like,
it.
I started doing like a turntable. Hey, Faisst, I got it.
Yeah.
No way. You
Yeah,
should do
Just
do
chill.
that.
I'm like, dude, you already did like 3 or 4 today. Just
Yeah.
is it good? No, I need more.
No, I'm thinking my head. If if you crash, XTM not gonna calling you. If I'm healthy, then you made the XTM place stable center. That means XTM gonna bring you something. So
Yeah.
I try to do my best every day, then see if I crash or not. So I
Yeah.
try to do everything.
Hard. He would
Then,
go hard.
lucky I made a stable center. Before I started, I was nervous. I'm thinking, I'm here for one piece. No, for sure, I got it.
Yeah.
And
Say
stuff.
confidence.
Yeah.
So that's basically what he was just saying. He would train and go through his tricks so many times during the week. He built so much confidence that he knew, like, hey, if I was going to crash, I would have already crashed out
Yeah.
in practice. I'm here, and I know I can do it. That's just confidence. And that came from that repetition. Like I said, I didn't see many dudes train with... The way I would say it is Taka was good at getting outside of his comfort zone for a longer period of time than most of the freestyle guys. Like, all of us get nervous when we
Yeah.
do a trick that is big. Even if you can do it 2-3 times for the day, every single time you did it, you were scared. You're like, oh, and then you land it, whew, and then you do it 2 or 3 times. Cool, I did it for the day. I'm gonna come back and do it again tomorrow. He would always want to hit 10 for some reason. I was
No,
like, "You're
no
not."
more.
Yeah, I'd be like, dude, you don't need to do 10, but he always was shooting for 10. And most guys, like I said, 3 times, 4 times if it was a big scary trick, and then they're done for the day. They'll move on to another trick. But
yeah,
I
back in the
think,
day, I was thinking if I do million time, you
Yeah.
get less scary.
yeah, less scary. But I mean,
yeah,
it's true.
but more dangerous.
Yeah, it's true though. The way I always saw it is sometimes things that you were nervous about, that you were scared, became fun over time as you did them more and more. And then
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
oh, that trick used to scare me, but now it's super fun,
nah.
easy.
Then
I can do it
next
like
day
that.
so hard.
Yeah. Or if you take off a couple months and then
Yeah,
go back,
oh
so you have
my
to
God.
relearn the whole trick again. You're like,
Yeah.
dude, that's what's getting hurt would suck. If
I
you
know.
got hurt and you're off and you came back, it was just like,
used to see slow motion.
Easy.
Then after injury, like so
Yeah,
quick.
you're like,
I
oh,
can see
what?
nothing.
So freestyle is something that you need to do every single day to keep
Yeah.
to where it's like effortless. You just think the
Muscle
trick,
memory,
boom.
yeah.
Think the trick, boom. If don't do it every day, then sometimes you overthink it.
Yeah,
and
they make scary.
then
they
you
make
mess
me
up.
nervous.
You think
Yeah.
too much. And so
Mental game.
Yeah.
Mental game.
freestyle super mental. All right, so let's see. So this is from Jeremy Newsom. He says, "What was the first bike you guys rode in freestyle?" So what was your first freestyle bike?
Suzuki RM 125.
So Suzuki RM 125. That's so funny. So I'm gonna say I was racing in 1996 still, and I started learning tricks on that. I was racing a CR 125, and I started learning my first freestyle tricks. But I wasn't a freestyle guy yet. I was still a racer. But that's what that was when I first started. I saw Metzger doing a heel clicker in a magazine. I'm like, what? No way. And then
classy, no?
Yeah, I seen another picture of like a double can. I'm thinking, huh. So then I lived in New Jersey. I started trying to do no footers and then cans and heel clickers. But my first actual, when I moved out here and transitioned out of when I'm like, hey, I'm gonna quit racing and just be a freestyle guy, I was on a RM 250 two-stroke.
Scott Sick, number one.
So yeah. That was the Daytona Supercross. So the first freestyle contest ever in 1998 in Las Vegas, I rode that bike, and then bike was a piece of crap. It was so beat, it sucked. All right, so we'll jump up some more here. So we got about 15 minutes left. We got Lucas. He says, "What bars do you guys run?" So
Zeta.
So Taka, yeah, and talk about like the height and the shorter, because that's important in freestyle. Freestyle, you always want a higher bar. You don't really want to run a low race bar.
Taper bar, not like a motocross bar.
Yeah, so you don't want a bar with obviously the crossbar going across. You just want more like a pro taper style. Yeah. That way you can jump through.
Shouting.
Yeah, you get your feet through.
Stripper.
A lot of guys didn't. I didn't run a crossbar pad at all. Taka does. A lot of guys would run them really thin because you get your feet caught on them. I was a taller guy, so I didn't run them. But a taller bar is better, so you can create a little bit of height between the actual crossbar and your hands. So taller bar was better. I used Kawasaki High was my bend.
KX High, Pro Taper.
Yeah, KX High, Pro Taper was what I used. Twitch used those.
I used the same.
Yeah.
But since I using knee brace, CTI knee brace, so I can no more doing quarter bar flip. So I have to change it taller bar.
Yeah, and do you cut yours down at all?
No.
A little bit, huh?
Kind of short.
They feel short because I've rode Taka's bikes before, and I get on there. I'm like, dude, what's up with these bikes? They feel like BMX bars. So that's why I'm like, does he cut these things? But you can do that, honestly, if you think about it. If your hands are like this, and then you cut and move them like this, you just gave yourself another ½ inch of foot room to get your feet through. So I did that actually when I first started riding freestyle. I used to cut them down. But then probably about halfway through, I stopped doing it. But I did in the beginning, early days.
Taka, why ride 110s or pit bikes?
110? Yeah. I ride it. Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah, I have to go. I was I have a bad suspension before, so I just put stock suspension now, so all good.
You're going to get out there with Twitch on?
Twitch, for sure.
They're always ripping it up.
I know.
So that was from Tommy. And then this is from SS1. He said, who wins on the track between you and Taka?
Let's see.
Let's go to Paula tomorrow.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. That's why he didn't show up today.
I gotta cheat. No way.
No, to be honest with you, me, Taka, Twitch, really similar in speed.
Yeah.
Like, we're always like, if we go out and ride, it's really close. Deegan, pretty close. Maybe the hair. Deegan can last longer.
Deegan fast, no?
Huh. I think get better.
Deegan,
Deegan always close. Maybe a hair a little bit. Like, when Deegan raced, he was faster than me. But then obviously he did freestyle for so long. But then just a little bit hair faster. But Deegan, I think, because of he's always riding with his kids. He's rides so much. He's getting good stamina. He can last. I get tired quick.
I don't do that.
I'm like, dude, I got no energy.
What sprocket you guys run?
All right, so this is from Blake. He says, I got a 49 rear tooth sprocket for a 2020 YZ250. What do you run?
Better.
So 50.
Stock.
So
14 and 50.
14 and 50.
Front 14 and 50.
So is 14 stock on them?
Yeah, stock.
Yeah, so basically just jump up one tooth if you're looking for more of a freestyle setup.
Stock. Just stock.
And that's for a Yamaha.
Yeah.
Now, I used to run on my.
It depends on Honda different.
Honda different.
Right? Yeah.
I would run. Honestly, I run big ones. I ran like 51s.
Because I don't change because I don't want to change and go overseas. So annoying to change sport yet.
Yeah.
So that's why I keep it stock.
Yeah. So I even on my 450s I had 51s. I like to go real slow in it around.
Yeah.
And then I race speed and style at the end. So the track's real short. So I wanted my bike to pick up really fast out of those really tight corners. So I ran a real big one. And I could ride the whole track in second, minus the whoops, go to third.
Yeah,
but always go up for freestyle. Freestyle is better.
Huh? Really?
I always think so because I felt like it kind of keeps the bike in the power on the ramp. But I mean, you can pretty much ride freestyle whatever. But I always went up. I would always gear. Twitch always went up. Deacon always went up. Just gear them up a little bit.
I did it long time ago, like 15 years ago, doing Europe show, France show. It was a 49 sport yet. I didn't know. And I feel like weird, you know, like I hit the 75, like kind of pain it.
Really?
Yeah, feel good.
Well, you never rode 4-strokes and stuff. But
Yeah.
I felt like with the bigger sprocket, it shortens the gear, obviously, so you don't go as far. That's what he's saying. He felt like he's on the gas too much because the bigger sprockets making the gear shorter. You know, with a smaller sprocket, the bike's gonna travel faster and you're gonna be able to get more distance. So we always went up to try to keep yourself to where you could go into the ramp, hit it on the gas, but land in the sweet spot every time, and you didn't have to time the jump as much. So that's kind of why we did it. So you could focus more on the trick and not have to focus so much on trying to time the jump every time. So
But I think best is stock.
you run stock?
Yeah, stock is best.
Yeah.
Till maybe double flip. Double
Yeah.
flip change, yeah.
All right, so this is Roy again. He says, have you ever been pushed to do a stunt you weren't comfortable with a short notice, and did you kill it? So basically he's saying, have you ever been forced to like do a trick that you weren't comfortable with?
Already, you know,
Yeah, like say you knew a trick, but someone's like, hey, you gotta go do this. Probably most likely like you're at a show and a promoter's like,
sure.
hey.
Sure, all the time.
Windy,
all the time.
you gotta go ride,
All
and
the
you're like,
time.
oh no, I don't want to ride.
That's why
windy.
like every single show, every single practice nervous, you know, because I did a show with my trick, you know. Promoter knows you do this trick.
So
this
they
trick.
basically pay
So
you a
that's why
certain rate because they know that's the way it works in freestyle. Bigger the name, bigger the tricks, bigger the paycheck. So the promoter's paying him because he knows this is Taka, big name, worldwide, gold medalist. He's gonna come over here and do these tricks. So they're gonna pay him a lot of money. So
that's why
they
nervous.
expect him to do those tricks when it comes,
Yeah,
even if it's
sometimes-
windy or bad conditions. They're like, hey, we paid you to come over here and do these. You gotta do them.
So that's why
It's not fun.
Yeah, I know, like
Sketchy.
nervous. Like, oh, I feel like I'm gonna bad happen, but have to do it. You know?
Yeah. The wind is the worst
wind,
in
rain,
freestyle. Wind the worst. Like rain, I don't. I'm not a jumper.
Rain,
jump
like
in the rain.
people
I seen
say
Euro
no.
people jump in the rain.
Yeah,
I
because
went
like
there
a-
one time in the rain. I said I ain't jumping, dude. I'm
Japanese,
like, the
like
ramp's
the same.
soaking wet. I'm not right. I'm like no. And
Like thinking about
but
promoter,
some of the local
you know?
boys go jump.
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
what? I'm like dude, we're from America. We don't ride when it rains.
I know
the ramp's
why.
wet.
Because America have under the ramp have expand.
Yeah, spin.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
sketchy.
But Japan or freestyle only mesh, you know,
Yeah.
so go through.
So they
So
get
we
traction.
can still jump. You
Yeah.
know? That's why like a Twitch too. 2 years ago coming Tokyo show,
Uh-huh.
doing like rain.
And they
he
still
said,
rode?
"No way."
Yeah,
No,
Twitch
he
didn't
stopped.
want to
He
ride.
said,
Yeah,
"No way."
because America, what he's saying
Yeah.
is the metal's different on the
Yeah.
ramp. So here in America,
America,
if it
no
rains,
way.
it spins. So that's why anytime it rains, we're like, dude, we're not riding. The ramps are wet. We're not going to spin up the lip. We're not going to make the jump. But in
Yeah,
Europe,
Japan or
in Japan,
Europe.
where it rains all the time, they use a different
Yeah,
type
go
of-
through.
Yeah, it's
just
a different type
mesh.
of metal mesh on the ramp, so they could actually jump even when the ramps are wet. But
But
it's still
scary.
sketchy.
It's so bad.
Like, dude, I
So
don't want to
bad.
jump the ramp when it's wet.
I'm not trying to answer this one.
All right, so this is from Jared. I know my throat. Sorry. He says, Taka, what is the hardest trick you've ever learned?
Hard one. I think 540.
So 540.
Yeah, looks simple, looks so easy, but so hard.
Yeah.
If you pull a little bit wrong direction, just a little bit, then like a laundry machine.
And sometimes like this, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Where the bike rotates, but it's not upright. It comes in flat. And you
Yeah,
just-
like a day before I done like a 5 time on that. The next day show up by myself at the para. I straight shoulder landing. Then
remember
by
that.
myself.
Yeah, I remember.
The next 2 weeks later, like X game. Then I have to take shot.
yeah.
And like
Sketchy, huh?
so bad.
Yeah, those types of off-axis flip tricks are
Yeah, but looks
super
so
hard.
simple and easy. You know.
All the top guys make the hard tricks look easy. So
Yeah.
it's just because they're really good and they spend a lot of time, but none of them are easy. Just good riders. All right, this is from Joe. He says, Taka, who's your biggest inspiration?
Who is that?
Like,
A lot.
you know what I mean? You know inspiration? You know what that means?
Yeah. A lot, you know, like Nate, Twitch, you know, all Deegan back in the day. You know, I like to watching like a Nate too. You know, he do all trick. He used to do 360 left and right.
Yeah, Nate's
you know
super
that?
gnarly.
I see movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I wanna be like him too. And Twitch have a style, and you have a style. And I don't know. Everybody.
A lot of guys, huh?
Yeah, California.
That was cool about freestyle. Everyone had like a
Different personality.
yeah, and then you get motivated by each guy. Like, huh, that guy does that good. He does that good. And yeah. But what about like growing up? Like when you were like a racer kid growing up in Japan, who was like inspiration?
Jeremy McGrath for sure
McGrath?
for racing. You know, like I'm talking now. You know, like last.
Yeah, he's like your
week,
buddy
like,
now, huh?
No, he talked to me like, "Hey, Taka, so crazy." Like Jeremy McGrath.
That's pretty cool.
Same, you too.
I feel the
Ronnie
same way,
Faisst,
but no. I feel the
way.
same way for those guys. Like Rick Johnson was one of my favorite riders growing up. David Bailey, obviously, even McGrath was one of a guy. Everyone in freestyle, anyone in motos looked up to those guys because they're legends. There's guys who dominated in the sport. And same thing, like you see them out here in California, and then you get to know them.
They
and
call my name.
Yeah, you trip. Like, hey, what up? And you're like, man, I remember this dude used to be. I used to hang them on my wall. Like, I had pictures of all those dudes on my wall, and now they're just like, hey, what's up? Let's get to go out there and rip laps with you at Paula and stuff. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they're all super cool guys. Those guys are super
everybody.
nice.
I saw beginning, hey, Ronnie is which one? I don't know, Dick or nice.
No.
You know, because it looks scary on only DVD. I see back in the day, you know. So I don't know, on DVD looks nice, but real, I don't know, Dick maybe no. Then he was
Super nice.
yeah.
Taka-san!
Yeah, what are you doing?
He always tried to teach me Japanese. Hey, teach me Japanese when he lived with me. Yeah,
So funny.
Huh. And then Taka make Japanese food.
Yeah.
Noodle. He loved noodle.
Yeah. All right.
Stink up the house.
No, fish.
Yeah, fish. The whole house smell like fish. So there's some SSE1. It says, Taka, what do you think of Ron's X Game 360? So what you think of my 360 2008?
2009.
No, it's 2008.
8,
6
yeah,
I crashed.
Yeah. 7
I crashed two
crashed,
times.
I brought
and
in
then
carbon. Then
8 I land.
2008. So that moment I was on start line, you know.
So you were getting ready to go.
So I was so nervous. Then I'm thinking my trick. Then I'm watching. Then I see last two jump. It was.
I get nervous. My no-hander flipped before because I did it off the 120.
Yeah.
And it was so quick because I was already thinking about the 360. I was
Then
nervous.
as soon as you made it, like was everything, you know, like a show stop. Then interview too looks like you got medal, you know.
Yeah.
I feel
So
like I got medal. So me too. Like I was cheering. Yeah. Then I forget my run.
Yeah.
Because I'm too excited. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Then I don't write on my trick, so I totally forget.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what I did.
That's too funny. So I messed his run up. for
Yeah,
landing the
because
360. But he was saying so a lot of guys in freestyle would write their tricks down on their crossbar. I never did.
Yeah.
And you never did either, right?
I never did.
Yeah, me
Twitch
either. I would
no.
mental. I would sit there before my run, and so he did the same thing. You sit there in the stage, and
then
your
thinking.
body's out there, and you know you're going through your run. And when I landed it, I got so excited.
Yeah, then me too.
Yeah.
I know his how
history,
he's you know training
to.
hard, you know, like every day pump it. And as soon as you made it, then after wait, oh my God, what I did.
Well, at least I landed it because the worst thing can happen sometimes when you're in the staging and you're next is when your buddy goes out and crashes, and then the ambulance goes out and you're sitting there before you run.
Yeah, and
it sucks. You're like, ugh.
Then have to wait.
Yeah, you have to wait
more.
The wait's the worst with freestyle. You go through your run so many times. The week before the event, the night before the event, the day of the event. So many times this run's drilled in your head, and you just want to go out and do it. It's only 90 seconds of your life, and you put in all these hours, months and months of training for 90 seconds. You just want to do it, and then someone crashes right when they're ready to let you go, and they're like, "Yeah, hold on."
Oh,
they just make you sit there. Commercial.
Oh my God!
You're like, come on, dude. Just let me do this run. And then as soon as you're done, it's like
heaven.
Relief. Yeah. You're like, especially when you leave like or metal or just even healthy sometimes.
Good.
You leave
with friend.
You're doing a really gnarly trick in your run, and even if you didn't get on the podium, the fact that you're going home and you're not getting surgery
feels so good.
Feels good. You're like,
everybody.
You're like, sweet, we made it.
Okay, since it's this time.
All right.
Let's do the rapid fire. So like quick answer.
All right, quick answer. We're
Okay.
rounding down. We got 3 minutes left, but this has been really good. I want to try to do more of these with some more guys. It's been
Yeah,
cool
mate.
to have other guys on here.
Yeah, hopefully the delay. On the
Yeah,
sound
hopefully
is
the
not
delay
bad.
wasn't too bad.
My internet.
Someone said it sounded like a Japanese video anyways, because the sound's always different.
Nice.
Trying like a kung fu movie.
Okay, so rapid fire questions. What does your diet consist of?
What is it?
Diet, rice.
Nothing.
Rice.
I eat anything. I eat anything.
I know. Huh.
So no like special.
No,
No,
nothing.
Taka never trained.
Uh-huh.
He only rides.
Yeah,
Never go to the
diet is-
gym, never
yeah,
train. He
yeah.
just ride.
Okay. Taka, how old were you when you first hopped on a dirt bike?
8.
Same age. 8.
8?
Yep.
No, this is hard for me because now I can't find the question.
That's all right.
I know someone asked what's your favorite kind of monster.
Favorite monster?
This one. Green
Apple.
one.
Apple.
Yeah. Tastes really nice.
And we got Aaron Bull with a super chat.
Let's put that one up there.
Taka, what trick took you the longest? So what trick took the longest to master? That means to do it perfect every time.
Rock solid.
Rock
Still
solid flip?
scary.
Rock
Yeah.
solid flip.
Yeah.
So rock solid flip.
Still
Super
scary.
gnarly trick.
Yeah.
And if anybody doesn't know what that is, it's doing a double grab, seat grab in a flip, and then taking hands off completely back onto the seat.
Yeah,
Super
like some
gnarly.
moment easy, then next moment
Completely off
so
the
hard.
bike, upside down, off the back of the seat. Gnarly.
This one actually is a good one. You can try and answer this one fast, but how do you manage living in the U.S., your family in Japan, and Soline and her family in France? How
That's
do
a-
you juggle between?
I don't know, that's the airplane.
It's hard. Yeah, this dude has more miles
Yeah.
than anyone I've ever met. He's the million.
Yeah, million mile.
Million mile club over here. He's got a first class everywhere he goes because he flies so much.
I know. Yeah, one
We're
time.
pretty tough to manage though
I
because
know, so hard.
yeah, it's a lot. Huh?
I try to stop thinking. I just airplane is chilling time. Just close eye, 12 hours.
Always
Then
look
wake
right.
up. Then
Yeah.
all right, wait.
Huh.
It's my house. Soline's house.
I mean, I guess you could wrap it up.
All right, well, yeah, so that's good. So tonight was a really good night. Thank all you guys for being here. Really cool to have Taka-san on here. Definitely want to do more of these. But great questions. Cool to just even just be here and just be reminded of the story, of the dream, of all the hard work, all the dedication, and then all the payoffs, and just seeing him accomplish his goals. And pretty cool just to witness and then just know him as a friend. I love this dude. He's like my brother,
Arigato,
my
mate.
little ninja friend.
Thanks for help.
Yeah, no
Arigato.
worries. So, thank you guys for being here, and we'll see you. We doing one on Monday, live? I think
No.
we're not. All right, I'm gonna keep you posted because we're still traveling. We're in Cali right now. I got a class coming up on Saturday. We're flying back Colorado on Sunday, and then we're driving. We're supposed to drive back on Monday, so I might not be able to do it on Monday, but. We're trying to get a lot of footage while we're out here so we can try to get some edits up. Got some cool stuff out of the track today with Twitch. So, and we're going freestyling with this dude tomorrow. So
morning.
I'm gonna hang out with him and watch him throw down some tricks. So
That's nice.
I'll see you guys soon, man. Thanks for being here.
One more question. Is
Oh.
this 2 strokes or 4 strokes?
Two.
Yeah,
Alright.
he's the only dude
Dinosaur.
left. Yeah, Adam Jones.
Okay.
All right, man. See you guys.
Arigato.